In this video, we're going to do How Great Thou Art to ASL in music. And if you haven't watched the video where I teach the signs, watch that first. So anyway, this is a different arrangement than what we did in church this morning. This one starts with verse 1 instead of the chorus. And it also includes verse 2, which we had left out, about wandering through the woods and hearing the birds and such. And so I did not teach those signs in the video where we learned those. But this arrangement does have a musical interlude with violin where there's a long empty time. And so I'm going to use that time after you've already seen the verse signed to teach you the signs to the second verse about the woods and everything. So so this will have a little bit of teaching in it in between the actual music. All right, so here we go. Remember, I'm left-handed, so mirror image me if you're right-handed.
My burden
Woods, this is tree. And so for woods, I just made a lot of trees all over. And forest glades, I just didn't put the and, I just included that all in one sign. Okay, and then wander, here's your straight path, and you wander off around like that, off the path. Birds, you got the bird's beak here. For lofty mountain, I did high mountain. You could leave off high if you wanted. So this is just rocks that are high up. This is rock or stone. In fact, for Peter, I do a P and put it on the rock. That's something that I just do in a sermon or something. For beauty, well, for mountain grandeur, I use beauty for grandeur. So that's this, and that could be a beautiful face or beautiful anything. So it could be, mountain grandeur as well. For brook, I just did water because I didn't really want to do a river. I just did water. You could do a water river if you wanted to. Gentle, this is gentle. And then for breeze, since it's gentle, I did this. If you have high winds or a storm, you do it like that. Okay, so those are the signs for that second verse. Okay, thank you. Enjoy practicing.